The different races that we built up with. Black race and Polish. UKI. Spanish race is called white race is called gospel. Just say it. But none of you, not one of you in here, have ever sent me a letter saying, listen, those things that you did wrong, I don't want it. That legislation that you get, I don't want it. Those situations that you make us come into, I don't want it. They don't tell me that. They tell me what you think you do. But what about what I think? Don't that count for something? So I'm here. It's the same thing. It's like the President of the United States with the Republican Tea Party. No matter what you do, it ain't good enough. Well, when you do that, what? How come a police officer, how long you been on the job? Going into my 4th year. 4 years. That police officer coming on the job, if I'm not mistaken, they worked 22 years before they retired. And firefighter. 22 years. Now you explain to me how is it that I was able to keep this shit at 20? Tell me how I was able to keep that at 20. Tell me how I was able to get a variable supplement. Oh yeah, we ain't getting no money. Well, you ain't retired yet, but in 2019, you'll get your money. I'll get my money in 2019. But that's business. That's not personal. That's the way the economy works. I'm not in charge of Wall Street or Main Street. I work on Hazen Street. I'm not in charge of the White House or State Street or City Hall. But there will be those to criticize me and tell me that I am. You see, I don't understand that. You can't be wrong and strong. This ain't no punch an inmate in the face, throw him in the cell, and hope the captain don't make a tour and see his eye. This is serious business we're talking about. We're talking about a $100 million corporation that y'all have elected me to be in charge of, and I ain't giving it to nobody. I give a shit what they say. I bring my A game every day. And you get the one to say, oh, he ain't shit. You're a fucking captain. A retired fucking captain who used to be a delegate. The fuck are you talking about? And excuse my language, so if any of y'all are offended by my language, y'all in the wrong room. Because I'm keeping it real in here. And why is it always folk that look like you that's trying to pull you down? Explain that to me. They dance for these supervisors. Oh, I take my post today, boss. Get the fuck out. Captain can't do shit for you except give you a time due or a time off or a post. A warden can't do shit for you. A chief can't do shit for you. What can he give you? A gate 1 pass? A good post? Time due? What can he give you? What could the commissioner give you? The same thing that the chief can give you. But let me tell you what we do. Every piece of legislation, every raise, commissioner don't negotiate raises. I've negotiated every single contract we have. Every single piece of legislation I've negotiated with the members of this executive board and some delegates. We've done those things. Dental, optical, prescription, yes, there are going to be those that say, the prescription plan ain't no good. Okay. But you use it. The optical plan ain't no good. But you use it. The dental plan ain't no good. But you use it. The raise ain't shit. But I don't get that check in the mail saying, here, take this as a donation. I even get the ones to talk about the widows and children's fund. How much money did you put? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. When that officer dies, and he goes in the ground, pick up the phone and call him for Thanksgiving and hit them off for $300 to buy yourself Thanksgiving dinner? No, you don't. We do. And this money we raise, it ain't even your dues money. It's money we raise. When Christmas comes, the person watching the child gets $500. Oh, sorry, $250. And the child gets $500. I don't care how many kids he got. Oh, Norman only gave away $500,000. That's $500,000 of the money we raise. We're not the police department. We're not seen in the eyes of the public as the police department. Well, all of these big companies give $1 million. You know why they give $1 million? Because when it's time for them to get tickets and shit, the police go the other way. They say, yo, they couldn't, man. They gave us $1 million last year. What the fuck gets corrections for? We don't even come out and support each other. We don't come out and support each other. We will throw each other under the bus and not even blink. There's something wrong when we're being misled. I'm not going to mislead you. There's something wrong when somebody tells you a lie. Now, I know some of you say, oh, no, how could you say that? So let's talk about it. The son was on the board, and everything was cool in the gang, and her and her man got caught the fuck out there. Taking something one's supposed to take. Now, how you going to represent you and you can't keep your damn job? Explain that shit to me. You can't keep your job, but you going to represent him to keep his job. You can't be wrong and strong. If you was right, let's scream it from the rooftop. How Martin said, let's take it to the mountaintop. How you going to do that? How you going to always criticize me? What is it, my shirt? The color of my shirt? I'm supposed to pull my pants down, walk in the city hall like this and go, yo, what up, mayor? No, you got me twisted. You got me mixed up with somebody else. I can't do that. I can't act like that. I can't present myself to represent you and your family. I don't have my shit together. My shit's together. Because y'all help my shit get together. Not all of y'all. Some of y'all, you just lost. I understand. I understand that. But you'll find your way one day. You'll find your way one day. Let's talk about it. There ain't no secret. You damn right I sue the correction officer. Because when you sue the membership, you sue you and you sue me, and fuck you. You are not taking away this membership. Someone hit you back. But don't get mad at me because you can't play this game now. It was all good when I was on Facebook and I was this and I was that and I was this and I was that and I was that. And this, and I'm shutting you down, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, now hold that. Look what he did. Oh, welcome to the major leagues, baby. Like I told you, this is my A game. This is how I play this game. When I got elected to this office, we didn't have anything. Some of y'all in here with 20 years on the job, 15 years on the job, talk about it. What did we have? We was niggas and spicks with a badge of officer back in the day. They ain't even say there was a correction officer. They can stop and show their license. They ain't even show their shit. Now they show their shit and they go, oh shit. The cop go, yo, you know Norman? Yeah, that's my man. Here, go ahead, you on your way. Oh, Norman hang out with Ray Kelly. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to hang out with? He's in charge of the police department. What am I supposed to hang out with? The sergeant at the precinct? He can't do nothing for you. Oh yeah, we get those to talk about. Well, Seabrook stole our money. Well, let me get this straight. I've been in office 15 years. I done been investigated by every damn investigatory body they got. You explain to me this. Why am I supposed to be here if I'm so wrong? I remember when I asked those, help me, that we don't support Barack Obama, or anything gonna win. I ain't voting for him. Oh, Norm, you made the right choice, baby. You my man. Hold up. Let me get this shit straight. I go to Washington, D.C. twice a year. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter to me. Because what I do for us. All of us. Not for me. I think I'm smart enough to be able to get a job somewhere if I wanted a job. I have a job. And a damn good job, and I'm proud of my job. And I do what I'm supposed to do every single day. But this organization is not for sale. This organization is not going to be hijacked. This organization is not going to be molested. This organization is not going to be sold. This organization is not going to have these problems. So that little group of people, they come back. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I don't run. I don't duck. I don't hide. I fight for you and your family's rights. I'm not going to stand here and talk to you about, and I don't mean no disrespect to you. Because you're ready to go. I'm not going to stand here and talk to you about racism. That's not my job. That's their job. Command disciplines, that's their job. If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then that's his job, the first vice president. When he can't do his job, then he call me and I do my job. And if I can't do my job, when I can't do my job, it's time for me to go. Yes, ma'am. The transit check is a part of the negotiations right now because they say the state doesn't have any money. They're going through a contract right now with the MTA. And that's part of the dilemma. So I can't say yes to assist because that's something that will come up in contract negotiations. And then I have to look into the contract negotiations and see what's feasible to do. Now, hearing you say that, I have to honestly say every time you buy something in negotiation, every time you negotiate, you buy something. They give you a block, and you purchase what you can from that block. I have to see what and how it affects the entire membership before I say to them, give me that, and I pay for it. You understand what I mean? Because if I do that, and it only affects 5 people, shit, Henry used to be pissed off at me with that military shit. Right, Sarge?
You got it right about that.
Every day. But it's what affects the masses of us that I have to concentrate on. Not the one of us. Not just me. It's all of us. We do this together. But I know what's going to happen. I know how some of you, look, I don't know how some of you feel about it. But at the end of the day, this is what I do. This is how I work. Hard, strong, every day. I don't take vacations. I don't lay up on the beach somewhere. I'm busting my ass. Trying to keep your pensions in your pocket. Trying to keep the contracts going. Trying to keep your benefits going. Yes, sir.
The whole thing with the Governor Cuomo's pension.
If it was to pass the legislatures, we'd have a major problem. Because what they want to do is take away your pension and replace it with a 401. I can't allow them to replace your pension with a 401. We already have a 457 plan in the city of New York that allows you to buy into it. You want to gamble with that money, go ahead. Well, my responsibility is to make sure you get a pension after completing your time. And I really don't care who's mad at me for it, because I'm not selling it. I'm not giving it up. You want to gamble, you fucking do the 457 plan. You want a pension? Let me do that. And that's why people can say what they want again. That's why you see me with some of the elected officials. Because if I could go to Shelley Silver, and go, Shelley, this is what I need done. He's the head of the assembly. And Shelley don't bless it, it ain't happening. Let me tell you a quick story. And I tell this story because he brought up the legislators. Dean Skelos, am I right, in charge of the Republican Senate. The Republican Senate. Shelley Silver, Democrat, in charge of the Assembly. And I'm not saying this to hear, I'm sorry. I'm not saying this to hear, I didn't know. I'm not saying this to look for sympathy. I'm saying this because it's a fact. The day before Thanksgiving, last year, my granddaughter died. My daughter had a baby. The doctor didn't take the baby through the C-section like he was supposed to. The whole shit went back and forth. My grandbaby died. Savannah died. They did the autopsy, did whatever they had to do. The following week, I buried Savannah. People come to pay their respect at the funeral. Police commissioner. The person that I want to point out to you was Republican Senate Majority Leader Dean Skelos. Now, the point that I'm making to you is that I didn't have a relationship with Dean Skelos, but he had come from fucking over down to the Bronx to pay respects to my granddaughter when he was supposed to be negotiating a deal in the Assembly as far as the bill and legislation is concerned. The point that I'm making is, those are my friends. I'm not worried about this pension thing. I got this. I'm not going to let you down with that. I'm not going to let you down with anything. You may not like one or two of the things that I do, but give me some credit for the 98 or the 99 that I do. Give me some credit for being righteous about what I do. Don't always criticize someone. Hell, he was without sin, let him cast the first stone. I'm not telling you nothing that you don't know. I'm telling you from my heart. When he said that he was having an open forum, I said, this is a computer. Called me at 2:45. He said, yo, you gonna come or what? I said, I'm in a meeting. When I leave this meeting, I'll call you. I didn't call. I got in our truck and brought my ass to Rikers. And I'm here. And he didn't even know I was coming. Neither did her, him, or him. None of them. You didn't even know I was coming. But I'm here because it's important to me that you hear it from my mouth. I don't want no second. You got something to say to me? Say it. You got something that you have a problem with? Tell me about it and I'll give you the answer. If you don't like my answer, then that's not my problem. But tell me. Yes, sir.
Could you explain the structure of the Bible and explain how somebody thinks they can get in and change it?
Well, it's bizarre. The bylaws have to be changed. First of all, meetings are only called by the president of the organization. There are no separate organizations. I call a meeting. I have a meeting. If I want to change the bylaws, I have to submit it and do it the way it's supposed to be done. You can't reopen meetings when they're closed. You can't reopen the COBA's meetings. And you can't bullshit the members. There's an election coming. It depends on how they do it. When you can grandfather legislation, it depends on what the votes are that the Assembly and the Senate get. The Senate is Republican. Senator Diane Savino is a former elected union official of a local in New York City. She's a staunch supporter of ours. So it really depends on the negotiating tactics that are used. That's like when I go into contract negotiation. There are some people that say you can give up the unborn. There are some people that say You can take it from the top. There's some people that take it from the middle. It really depends on what the atmosphere is in the middle. Thank you. Any other questions? Any other questions? I don't want to take over the meeting because I go to my other meeting.
I just want to make something clear, guys. Your delegates here is Henry, Warren, and Buchanan. Those are the only three delegates here. Those are the people that.
I'm not asking you to come out when I got a videotape of a corrections officer stomping the fuck out of an inmate. I'm not going to get us out there on television and have the world look at us and say, let him go, let him go. And they show the video. And then y'all say to me, well, what the hell you bring me out here for, Norm? Did you see the video?
PD doesn't.
PD, listen to me. PD does not do that. Okay.
They shoot people in broad daylight in front of 100 people.
You see?
And they all come out and galvanize. Come on now.
Now let me explain something to you. Hold on. Let me explain something to you. When a police officer uses his or her firearm during the course of their performance of duty, under the law, it is considered legal to do. Even when they shot Sean Bell and his crew, even when they shot Amadou Diallo 41 times, under the Constitution of the United States, it is part of his uniform and his duties to do. That's why they are presumed to be innocent. But we know that they're all not.
So how do we know what precipitated that video?
I'm not, listen to me. Hold on.
We don't know why.
Hold on.
What the reasons were.
I know when an inmate is on the ground and you're going like this, that shit don't look right. What the fuck did he do to make you do that? And that's not my position to figure out. My position, like he asked the question, is not to take you to the street and make us look like fools. Am I right or wrong? Why would I take you to the street and make you look like a fool? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Do you want me to do that?
Well, we could do that on our own. Why do we need you to take us to the street? No,
Guys,
we can do that on our own.
the other thing is, when an officer gets arrested, or we have to go to court, when we put out the flyer, we put out the officer's date of the officer's court date to show up. Don't say that we don't show up. Show up. Because there's too many times where we've been there and we've been the only 10 people there.
Well, I was in court
now,
and I didn't see anyone sitting with me.
But see, listen, when we inform you that an officer is going to be in court and you see it, all we're asking is, you come. Then you answer, you solve this problem. You come. The other thing is, all right, y'all have a blessed day. God bless you. Thank you for your support. I know some of you have mixed emotions, but at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, I continuously show you what I've got. I continuously show you what I can do. I continuously show you how we're supposed to support each other and support the union. Because I'm of the conviction in my head that if we stick together and spend as much energy trying to destroy each other as we're trying to build with each other, we'd have a much stronger organization. We'd be able to stop these uniform supervisors from giving us the act. But no, let's spend more time trying to fight with each other. You see, if you're not up on it, get up on it. If you're not up on the history of the Department of Corrections, get on it. There was a time in the Department of Corrections where you couldn't, there was nothing you could do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing you could do. You see, but God has blessed us, and we've been able to change that with the help of some people in this room and the help of members of the executive board. Hell, Henry's been around 20 years. Ask him about the Department of Corrections and what it was and what it is and what we've transformed it into. You see, I don't do this for me. I do this for us. Because I am a correction officer. Very proud to be that. But I'm not going to take nobody's shit. And I'm going to answer that question one more time so I don't leave here and people get the misconception. When you send me a piece of paper, let it be clear and let the word go out. You send me a piece of paper suing the union, you are suing me, and I will sue you back. I will shut you down. I will cost you so much money from your pocket, you won't know what hit you. Because I am not gonna let you stick me up. I wasn't getting stuck up before I took this job, and I ain't getting stuck up now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our meeting. Thank you very much for coming in attendance. We appreciate your time and your questions. Have a safe tour. Thank you very much.